All right, y'all, episode 186. They'll let me out of this parking spot. All right. Episode 186. Yeah, they got me out here dressing like Sub-Zero. Because it's sub-0 degrees Celsius here in New York. And I woke up, it was 28 degrees Fahrenheit. But I got up anyway, got to my 5 a.m. client, then headed to the gym to continue to keep pushing as much as I can. So, now I'm headed to another hour of work, and then I gotta fill this empty gas tank because I'm pretty much on E. And then I got another hour of work, and then I got to put this car in the shop for maintenance. So for today's training, I wanted to add a set to what I did last week on the leg press and keep all the stress in the right spot on my left leg. And I largely succeeded. It worked. It worked. I'm not mad at what I was able to achieve today. So I did 4 sets of 5. I warmed up, 135, 225, 315, etc., etc. But then I went from 315 to 455. Just didn't want to waste energy or time. And so let's see who's gonna let me in. Looks like nobody. Nobody's gonna let me in. That's why I have to do something. Thank you. I have to do something about where I make this turn. Like anytime I come past this intersection, I always make sure to let at least one car pass through. All these cars are like, nope, 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 nope. I'm not going to share the road. Nope, nope. And it's that mindset that actually makes traffic worse, but people are too selfish to think 3 or 4 steps ahead. It's all about being selfish and being out for self. New York City's great, y'all. Anyway, so I did the 4 sets of 5, at 4:55, and I felt rushed by this weird dude, so I didn't go for the 5th set. It would have been nice to go for the 5th set, but I didn't. But I probably shouldn't have gone for the 5th set anyway. Again, like, I just want to, get past this problem with the bottom of my quad. And, like, right now it feels, slightly spicy. Like the most mild sauce. Hey, Mrs. Evil is here. It's always nice to see you. There's a little bit of spice feeling to my quad, but not too much. Not too much. Yeah, it feels pretty good. So I did 20 total reps at 4:55, and then I did some prone leg curl. I warmed up at 80 pounds, 120 pounds, and then 150 pounds bilaterally. 10, 10, and 5. And then I brought the weight back to 90 pounds and didn't try to go single leg. I was going for sets of 5, but my left hamstring is not as strong as my right hamstring. So I could not really physically complete the 5th rep. Like, I can only move the machine maybe halfway on the 5th rep. So what I did to compensate, to not continue the issue with lack of balance in my hamstrings, is that I basically went to failure on my left leg, but I only did 4 reps on my right leg. And I could feel that I could do more with the right leg, but it's obvious that I have a significant strength differential between the left and right hamstrings. So I wanted to, I'm gonna really work hard on trying to bring up my left hamstring, and then I'm gonna work on bringing up that left hamstring, and seeing what's what, see how far I can go with this leg, and then maybe stop a rep short with my right leg. And then I warmed up my quads. I did 3 sets of 5 at 175 bilaterally, no single leg. And so yeah, I the leg work was pretty good. I felt no back discomfort after a heavy deadlift on Saturday. That was magnificent, because I was really tired to the point of being lightheaded on Saturday. But no problems with the lower back, no soreness. I had a great back workout on Sunday. I had a pretty, business-like situation with my row work on Sunday. Yesterday, the shoulder work was good. I did 3 sets of 5 at 165 on the seated military press, amongst other shoulder work. And I feel very, very, very good about where I'm at. Feel very, 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 very good. So yeah, the feeling was really, really good. And you know, today's legs were pretty good. I'm supposed to do vertical pull, which means weighted pull-ups. I did weighted pull-ups last Friday, so I'm going to try to do weighted pull-ups again today. Today's going to be difficult because I'm already very tired. I'm headed to the second session of the day, then there's a third, a fourth, and a fifth. And that fifth one is going to be very difficult psychologically. It's going to leave me very, very mentally tired. So I think somebody asked for an early AM session for tomorrow. I don't have to travel for it, thank goodness, but basically counting my blessings, y'all. The tire pressure indicator is like, you can drive up to 80 miles per hour with the tires like this. I'm like, well, thanks for letting me know that. That's good. I'm not going to go to 80 though. I'm not going to do that. So, legs are feeling pretty good. I will tell you guys, I really hate this time of the year. Temperatures keep going down. Nighttime starts in the afternoon. It's really not what I like. I like really hot weather, warm weather. But I will tell you guys that I am kind of looking forward to the work that will be necessary to do this winter on my body. You know, I'm feeling really about where my physique is at right now. I'm not gonna say I'm flabby, but my skin's gotten a little thick around the belly button, just a little bit. I don't think I really have the capacity to be fat, but when, you know, looking at the way my genetics work, this is like the equivalent of like being chubby, I would say. But, you know, the work has been going pretty well. I've been doing pretty well. I'm very motivated right now. Body feels good. And I think I might be able to hit that 405 deadlift. I think I might be able to do it before the end of December. Oh shit, it is December. Haha. I would really like to get that 405 off the floor. I tried to force that like 6 months ago and it didn't work, but you know, I felt like I could do it if I just kept working at it. And now that my work sets are now pretty much going to be at 365, I think once I'm able to do 5 sets of 5 at 365, I'm going to do a max test and try for the 405. So I'm going to really, really work hard to try to make that happen. Obviously, you know, I could run into some issues, unforeseeable, you know, a little bit of aches and pain here or there. And I know an injury can come, but as I sit here right now, I feel very confident about where I'm at and where I could go. And that's a really good feeling. I'm supposed to hit the bench press tomorrow. I think I'm going to try to get back to 9 reps at 245. You know, that would be 3 by 3. I'm really going to try. And then try to get back to, you know, 5 reps. You know, once I get there, is back to trying to hit 275, 295, 315. So I think I'm going to I got one of the best compliments I've ever gotten in a gym. There's one dude, I think he's like 275 or 280. And he was like, dude, you look like you're 220 pounds. And I don't know if he really believed that I look like I'm 220, but the way, like, but just somebody way bigger than me saying that I look bigger than I actually am, that was cool. With the help of Joy Walking, who's sitting next to me, you want to wave to the crowd? With her help and with Mrs. Evil's help, I believe that I might be able to claw my way to 200 pounds body weight by the end of the year. And I know this is the end of the year, but I mean like the end of the month, the end of December. I think I might be able to get there. And I'm planning to, put on, a little bit of body fat while chasing muscle. Well, really chasing strength right now, but, I think that once I hit the 405 on the deadlift, I might. Actually, I don't really know what I'm going to do when the end of the month comes. But I do know that sometime in the middle of January or February, I'm going to switch back to working primarily on hypertrophy, particularly in my legs and chest and back. I'm going to go back to high volume stuff. Right now I'm working on low volume to start, and then medium, high volume to end. And I'm going to try to just, cut the weight down about 20% and double or triple the I thought she was going to jump in front of the car.
Yeah.
Double or triple the volume. And I really want to start working on, muscle building primarily, maybe sometime around February. Really start, for, a couple of months, like really drilling the hypertrophy side of things. Really try to build some muscle, because, hoodie weather will be back, and then jacket weather, long t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt weather, and then t-shirt weather. So, I'm hoping that I will look differently than I look right now come maybe April. Let's call it April. And I'll be sad because I won't have this car anymore at that time. So I'm going to need to do something else for my ego, which is get more muscle. So, I will be doing a lot more hypertrophy work, but I will be probably stopping with the use of the mass gainer, probably with the tub of mass gainer that we just got not too long ago. That might be the end of like the mass gainer era, and go back to 2 scoops of ISO 100. But yeah, these are the plans that I have, going forward. But, for right now, god damn, it's cold. And I hate it. I hate how cold it is. And, I guess I've been a little bit, spoiled from the last 2 or 3 winters. Last 2 winters here in New York, where there really wasn't a whole lot happening as far as like the weather. And if you go back 3 winters, we were basically locked in our homes for the most part, I think. So, if it like snowed really heavy, we didn't have like the alternate side parking rules or anything like that. Hey, Oscar, how you doing? We didn't have alternate side parking rules or anything like that. So I could just leave the car there, let the snow pile up on it, and then, let the snow melt on its own. So there wasn't really that big of a deal back then. But, coming out of the pandemic era, it's been pretty okay. It's been pretty okay. And, I don't really have any complaints yet. Obviously, if we get like a whole bunch of snow, I'm gonna not be happy about it. But, we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. Come on, FedEx fan. You can do it. You can do it, FedEx fan. So yeah, I want to make a couple of notes of some things that I saw that you guys may or may not care about, but obviously if you guys wanted me to talk about a subject, you can always put it in the comments down below. Number one, I watched the New York Rangers play the New Jersey Devils, and I was all excited to watch some hockey last night. And it seemed like I showed up to watch the Rangers, but the Rangers did not show up to be the Rangers. One of the very worst games I've seen all year. And it wasn't the fact that they lost 5-1. It wasn't just that. It was the fact that they left their goaltender out to dry. They showed, there's supposed to be a built-in crosstown rival hatred between the two teams, and the New Jersey Devils were just styling on them, and the Rangers were just didn't really seem to care. It's really starting to get to the point where it looks like the guys in the locker room don't care. And that's a bad place to be as a fan. I have a friend that I text back and forth with during Rangers games. And he offered me his tickets for Sunday afternoon for face value. And I would love to go to a Rangers hockey game because I love hockey and I love the Rangers, but is that really a good budgetary move to make, to spend $343 on tickets to see a team that doesn't really seem like they care all that much? It doesn't seem like a very smart move to make financially, regardless of my emotional disposition when it comes to loving my New York Rangers. But the Rangers are definitely in a tailspin. Losers of 5 of their last 6 games. they've been trash. A couple of soft goals led in by Shesterkin, Mr. I want $14 million a year. It really is. Hopefully this is the low point of the season. Hopefully this is the rock bottom for the team, and they wake up and they start doing what they're supposed to do as a team. Because right now it really just doesn't look like it just doesn't look like they want to play hockey in a Rangers uniform with the man skating next to him. Just doesn't look like it. Another note, I watched some wrestling this weekend. There was no UFC. So Ms. Evil and I, we put our eyeballs on Survivor Series Premium Live Event, PLE. And what can I say about the event? It sucked. It was by far the worst Survivor Series pay-per-view / PLE, whatever they're calling it these days. It was the worst of its kind. And it was kind of depressing, not gonna front. It really sucked. The main event I thought was exceptionally good though. And the crazy thing is, I expected the rest of the card to be good, but I expected the main event to kind of be not so good. I did not like the lead up to the main event. I thought that it was hastily thrown together. It was supposed to be like this Samoan family civil war, but then Sami Zayn is part of it. He's not Samoan. He's not part of that whole bloodline. CM Punk is in the match. He's not part of that either. Big Bronson Reed. He looks like he could be part of that family, but he isn't. He's Australian, I think. He's not Samoan. But they told a really great story with this match, and some of the best parts of the match did not occur inside the war game structure. The spots were really good. I think Jimmy Uso broke his toe. I wouldn't be surprised if he broke his toe jumping off the top of the cage like he was a Hardy Boy. Big Bronson Reed putting himself through the table with the tsunami splash was very, very scary, but it was also incredible. CM Punk saving Roman Reigns for being squashed like a bug at like the very last millisecond. From what I understand, it was a botch, but it was the most perfect botch ever. Because like Roman Reigns almost got like the edge of his fingernails clipped. Like he was that close to getting squashed by Big Bronson Reed. So that main event was really, really good. But the rest of the event was so trash. It's almost like, WWE doesn't know what they want to do going like with their storyline, so they're trying to leave as many avenues open to go places. But also during that event, they teased, this 10th anniversary of a tag team known as New Day. They put them together so that like they could have like a black male stable that they can put out there and say, hey, look, we hire black wrestlers and we're not racist, the Vince McMahon way. and they, you know, the the tag team was able to get over. They teased having this 10-year anniversary with with this tag team. One of the members of the tag team broke his neck, I think, like 4 years ago, and he's been fighting to get back in the ring. And so it's basically been like 2/3